expert Meaghan Mackey.
Yeah, Eric, this is a look here. I-75 southbound. For those drivers in Sumter County traveling near the Turnpike interchange, there's a vehicle fire working to clear from those overnight hours that has all except the far right lane blocked off for that morning drive. So big backups there traveling from Ocala into Sumter County this morning in the Wildwood area. This is a look at our FDOT camera there. You can see traffic here pretty much at a standstill as cars slowly get by that vehicle fire in the right lane just before that Turnpike interchange. So I would add an extra 45 minutes to an hour traveling through this area for that morning drive. There's not a good detour around that incident along I-75. Looking at I-4, we're seeing some fog building this morning here. This is a live look from our tower camera at WESH 2 in Winter Park. You can see pretty low visibility in this area starting to form. So if you are traveling this morning and come across that fog, make sure you're slowing down and allowing some extra time and using those low beam headlights. Those high beams actually reflect off the fog, making it harder to see. So always important to have those low beams on. We'll check in with those travel times impacted along I-75 from that vehicle fire coming up in just a few minutes. That slowdown here along I-75, Eric, still impacting those drivers southbound in Sumter County this morning. If you're tuning in, this is right before the State Road 44 exit, traveling towards the Turnpike interchange in the Wildwood area. So looking at those southbound lanes, pretty much slowing down here almost to a standstill. Now, this was caused by an overnight vehicle fire, so working to clear involving a semi-truck. This is a live look at that camera where it happened here. You can see it looks like they have a crane involved working to clear that in those left lanes. So traffic very slowly and intermittently getting by in the far right lane. I would definitely plan ahead and add an extra 45 minutes or so for that morning drive traveling southbound along I-75 from Ocala into Sumter County this morning in the Wildwood area. This is a look at the backups here. You can see stretching into Ocala on the southbound side. Northbound, though, is not impacted. The good news is, if there is any good news here, is that there is no injuries reported so far with that vehicle fire. I-4 in downtown Orlando, a lot of fog here, so take it slow for that morning drive. We don't want any more issues to impact you heading out the door this morning. Have those low beams on and add extra distance between you and the vehicles in front of you. Those travel times 4 times heavier than what they normally are southbound along I-75 from State Road 200 to the Turnpike. We're sitting at 1 hour and 9 minutes. It is 6:52. Your top stories are straight ahead. And getting another check of traffic this morning, there is that vehicle fire along I-75 in the Wildwood area southbound before the Turnpike interchange. All except the far right lane are shut down this morning. Still working to clear from overnight. This is a look here. Traffic at a very slow crawl, so add a lot of extra time traveling southbound for that morning drive from Ocala towards Wildwood this morning. Also, a lot of fog we're dealing with. This is a live look at I-4 in downtown Orlando. Reduced visibilities in some spots this morning. WESH 2's Eric Burris will be by with more in just a moment. Not good this morning, Eric. Still tracking some major delays along I-75 southbound. This is in Sumter County in the Wildwood area. There's a vehicle fire here before Florida's Turnpike. This was reported about 5 hours ago at 2:30 this morning, and it is still working to clear. This is a live look at a camera near that area from FDOT. You can see here traffic pretty much at a standstill. This is traveling again into the Wildwood area on the southbound side of I-75. So looking here, you can see that vehicle fire did involve a semi-truck, which is why it's taking so long to clear. They do have a crane involved and traffic is very slowly getting by in just one of those lanes. So not a good detour around that. I would just plan to be sitting in a lot of traffic southbound traveling from Ocala into Sumter County this morning. I-4, we are nice and quiet in terms of crashes passing by Lake Ivanhoe this morning. Not a bad start. A little bit of fog this morning, but you're still going to be able to see for that morning drive, just slightly reduced visibilities for your Monday. I-75 southbound from State Road 200 in Ocala to Florida's Turnpike in Sumter County. Those delays are still at about 1 hour and 6 minutes. It is 7:21. We'll have more coverage of this crash as well as your local news and weather straight ahead. And big backups along I-75 in Sumter County this morning, traveling southbound. This is towards Wildwood because of an earlier vehicle fire. This is a look at the camera here. A crane is trying to clear that. It happened at 2:30 this morning. It involves that semi-trailer. So expect some backups there this morning for that morning drive traveling from Ocala into Sumter County. Eric, how's the forecast looking for our Monday?
It's looking better now.
I'm continuing to monitor that overnight vehicle fire that was reported around 2:30 this morning. This is a live look along I-75 southbound. This is moving through Wildwood, heading towards that Turnpike interchange. You can see this big crane here. There was a semi-trailer carrying a load of tomatoes that FHP says became engulfed in flames around 2:30 this morning. Unfortunately, no one was injured, but it's been creating some big delays along I-75 all morning for nearly the last 7 hours. This is a live look here. Traffic is backed up all the way into Ocala. You can see stretching here for many miles up into State Road 200 until you get to that Turnpike exit on the southbound side of I-75. So delays there this morning. No estimated time of when that vehicle fire will fully clear, but you can see those travel times still heavily impacted. Southbound along I-75 from State Road 200 in Ocala to Florida's Turnpike in Sumter County, we're sitting at 1 hour and 8 minutes. Stay with us. We'll be right back.